Hey everyone, welcome to another Corporate Gamer review. This is WGT MLB for the iOS and Android. I figured that, baseball season is upon us. What's a better way than to review a few mobile baseball games? So this is it. It was released on April 28th, 2016. It's free, however, it does come with in-app purchases. The only disclaimer about this game is that you need a Wi-Fi connection. If you don't have any Wi-Fi or carrier signal, it will give you an error saying that you can't play. That's a bit of a drawback or a bummer, but it doesn't take away the fun of the game. But let's dive into and see the different aspects of this. So when you first log in, it'll ask you for your information, what you want to name your team and so on and so forth. And for me, it's Corporate Gamer. You have some in-game currency, so you will have on the right hand side on the top you have the currency, the coins, and the gold. You can get those through rewards, or you can purchase bundles that will give you some money back and some gold back, which is pretty standard in most games. You have a settings panel which allows you to restore your account, save your account, which it's always been grayed out for me. I'm assuming restore, it's if you bought a future version of this, you'd be able to restore it, or if you lost you erased the game, you're able to restore it. You can log out. You have the opportunity to go into the game center and WGT loyalty, which I'm not too sure what that does, but I'm assuming it's if you're somebody that's a buyer of in-game currency and so on and so forth, you probably have some perks. You also have an audio section which you're able to turn on and off the sound and music. I usually turn off the music just because I don't like listening to music, the in-game music, while I play. I usually listen to my own music, but I leave the volume there because it gives the authenticity of the game. So if you go back to the main menu, you have four options. You have My League, My Team, My Friends, and the Store. Let's go into the store for a second. This is where you would purchase certain bundles. So in a bundle, you can get attributes to upgrade your players. You can get some good players, or you can get no players at all, and you get some perks. So depending on the package, obviously, the more expensive it becomes, the more, the platinum one, which is 100 grand of gold, which is insane. Even 100,000 coins is insane. Usually at the free level, you pretty much get bronze and silver. All the plus ones you usually have to purchase, and you can, but it doesn't take away from the game. It's not as if you're gonna fail because you don't have enough in-game currency. I'm just fine with the bronze and silver. It'll take a little longer to upgrade your players, but you know what? It's part of the game, and it's still fun. So this is where you would have, and you also have the specials, right? So in here you have the special. It's in Canadian because I'm in Canada. Not much there. So here you have My Friends. My Friends is where you can invite friends over, and the more you refer, the more coins you get, and so on and so forth. I don't have any friends on my list because nobody really plays baseball games that I know. They all find it's boring, but if I had a lot more friends to play this game, you add them, and you would have a list of friends, and you'd be able to borrow some of your friends' relief pitchers and so on and so forth. So you're able to win more and more games. But I don't think that's needed. That's why I don't really bother. You have a referral bonus, so you can get different bonuses depending on who you refer. So that's pretty good. You can get some pretty good deals on this. This would be my friends list, so if I have my more friends, they will all be listed on this screen. So let's go back to the main screen. So here's my team. So this is where you can train, upgrade your team. So you can edit your team, which enables you to change the team name, the city. Obviously, I'm from Montreal, so this is really cool. I named mine Montreal. My team name is Corporate Gamer. And I chose the Royals. As you're playing, you can get some more MLB logos. You have some logos out of the box, but are pretty standard, like an M or a C. In my case, it was a C when I first, because of Corporate Gamer. So that's what you would get. You can upgrade. So when you click here, when you get upgrades, you can go to your batters or pitchers, and you can upgrade certain players. So you can see, you can trade, you can see what's available and get players back, get attributes back, and so on and so forth. So here you can see the progression of your team essentially. When you're training, this is where you actually give the attributes of your, if I had some attributes here, you have the vision, which gives you basically when you're batting, it gives you a bigger radar of where you can hit the ball. Power is you get more power hits, so you can hit more home runs. The ball goes further, and luck. So basically errors, right? So during the game, you'll have some, sometimes it'll be a regular ground ball. The opposing team will drop it, or the ball will go through their legs. This gives you a higher luck rating. So the higher you have, no, the better chance you have. So in my case, I've been really giving this guy Kilbrew upgrades, and I've been focusing on that, and it makes a big difference. Basically, right now he's batting for like 450 or roughly around there. So it's doing pretty well. Let's go back here, and here you can have your roster, select your roster to manage who you can sit. Here, this is where you can manage. So you can take a player, sit him down, and so on and so forth. Let's go back, and that's pretty much. So here's my league. So here you have current rankings. So if you have, right now I'm Divisional 3 minors. I'm currently second. My point in order to reach first place is 48, and I have 63 points till now. I can click on standings to see where I stand. I went from 18th to 2, or I was at 20th and I went up to 2. So I made up 18 spots. If I lost against a player, I can have a revenge game against them. Not really necessary, but I can do that as well. So let's play a sample game. So I'm going to be playing the Chicago Cubs. So this is where I was saying you have pitcher starts, you have normal 3, but now I have 12, so I can go more further. On the right hand side, you see the pitching matchup. So in this case, the opposing team has an advantage for me on the pitching, and we're equal on the batting front of things. So it's very possible I'm going to lose this, but hey. So as you can see, you're only playing, it's arcade style. The graphics are very arcadey. Essentially you are you only play a few batters, and the rest of the game is played by itself. So an actual game, the website actually says that the game plays within 3 minutes. It can take maybe a little longer than that, in my experience. But you get to play with, when you first start off, you start off with one player, managing one player or manipulating one player. And then as you grow, or as you go into different categories, you can, or you upgrade, you can have more and more. So these are the graphics. Are very simple. It's not like a real game. It's more really an arcade style. I would picture this as in the arcade as playing with 25 cents. You can steal a base. So in this case, I'm going to be stealing a base. Am I going to make it? Yeah, I'm safe. So, and here is another player. So there we go. And in this case, see, it's very simple. Usually the animation is very similar, and as you can see, you have a big hit meter at the bottom. I'll show you again. You have a big hit meter at the bottom left-hand side. Basically, every pitch you have will increase that, right? So I let this one pass. Eventually, it'll give me a booster in a sense. So when I use it, I can hit a ball, for extra power, or and so on and so forth. So in this case, I just hit a home run. See, it's already the third inning, and there we go. And see, the big hit meter is available to me. So I can play that here. Notice that my bat is flashing, and there we go. I hit a home run. So it's really, it's very simple. A game doesn't last that long, to be honest. Really not long. See, notice how my radar is a lot different depending on the player. That's the upgrades that you have depending on the player that you decide to upgrade, and so on and so forth. And this one, the radar is really, or the target is really small. It's not a hard game to pick up, to be honest. Anybody can play this. And because you're playing only a few batters, it goes really quickly. We're already in the 7th, and I'm winning 4. I'm winning 4-0, and the animation is pretty fluid. I mean, for what it is a mobile app and is very simple. This kind of reminds me of the old, I don't know if anybody remembers the old ColecoVision baseball handheld games from the 80s. Basically, this is a version of that. This is the mobile version in 2016. I keep hitting foul balls. There we go. So in this case, my luck wasn't very good. So here, I won the game. I get my attributes. So you get certain XP, so you upgrade. That's how you upgrade the different levels. Depending, when you move to different leagues, higher leagues, you will have a different higher and higher level of XP, and you get coins accordingly, depending on what league. You have a win streak, so the streak ends in 10 minutes. So within 10 minutes, how many games you can complete, and the more that you win in a row, the more bonuses you get. So after 3 wins, I get 20% more league points, and so on and so forth. And these are my league earnings. So these are my points leading to my league earnings. And here we go. I got my weekly reward. So I hit 6 wins. So you have the number of wins you have per week accumulates, and then you get certain rewards. And in this case, I get pitcher starts, as I was saying before. So you get more and more. You have the ability to play more and more games, and the more that you play, the more that you get more attributes. So in this case, this is the best case scenario. You can actually upgrade my team. So let me go see, and I can upgrade my pitcher. That's great. Let me choose a pitcher that I wish to upgrade. So let me upgrade him. And when the player is cold with a little snowflake, he actually gets a bonus of 20% on everything that I'm upgrading him on. So in this case, I'm upgrading both the pitcher strength and the vision. There we go. And I got 20% more. So this is how you upgrade. All in all, it's a pretty fun game. You can pick up and play a few games, because you're not playing every part of the baseball game. It's not really a simulator, but it's a nice game to play when you have nothing else to do. If you're a baseball fan, I would recommend this. I would probably give this roughly around a 7 on 10, just because I believe that everything is fun. It's fun. I don't know if I'm going to play this long term though. I have been playing it for about a few weeks. Maybe I will drop this when the season goes down or whatever. But so far, it's keeping me interested. I can play. I don't have to add any money if I don't want to, and I've been doing pretty well. So yeah, I think I could recommend it. If you're a baseball fan, I think this is a good one for you. So this is my review of WGT MLB, and see you next time on my next review of Corporate Gamer Reviews.